Cultural norms refers to shared beliefs or values that the human behaviors that support these values within a given society, such as the standards of conduct that are met with social approval or disapproval. Cultural norms and values are society's expectations that are reflected in the attitudes and behaviors in a group of people. A norm refers to the attitudes and behaviors that are considered typical or average for a social group, while beliefs are often referred to as values. Norms support values. Norms are learned with what people say, think, and do. Cultural norms and values are passed down to people through their families, friends, and acquaintances with expectation that they will be adopted by the person, which shapes society as a whole. Cultural norms act as a guidelines for right moral behavior and give significance to the rationality way of life. They provide a way of achieving a sense of safety, belonging, and integrity in a group. In a situation like this is where culture interconnects with ethics. Since cultural norms influence morals, it means that something that may seem ethical to one group may be considered unethical by people from other culture groups. Many organizations operate within the same ethical or legal parameters but different and unique cultures. Culture is an important determinant of people's ethical ideology, which affects their inclinations to behave ethically. An organization that values ethics creates a culture that promotes ethical behavior among individuals within the organization. Cultural values and norms are deeply rooted convictions and customs that direct behavior within a society or group, shaping individuals' perceptions of right and wrong and impacting their ethical decision-making and processes. Ethical standards can vary across cultures due to differences in regions, religions, and communities, wherein in certain cultures there is a strong emphasis on individualism and personal accomplishment, leading to ethical choices that prioritize individual rights and freedoms. In contrast, cultures that prioritize collectivism may place greater importance on the well-being of the group rather than the individual. Cultural values plays a direct role in shaping ethical behavior by setting expectations for what is considered acceptable or unacceptable. They provide basis for moral reasoning, and individuals often make decisions based on their cultural upbringing and the societal norms that they have internalized. This cultural influences is particularly significant in multinational organizations where diverse cultural values can pose challenges in aligning ethical standards across different groups. Environmental factors significantly influence ethical decision-making. Resource scarcity, exemplified by limited access to water, food, and energy, can lead to challenging choices regarding fair and sustainable resource allocation. This can result in companies prioritizing profit over environmental protection and creating ethical dilemmas. Climate change raises questions about responsibility, adaptations, and mitigation, as societies grapple with allocations of cost and balancing the needs of present and future generations. Additionally, environmental degradation, including pollution and biodiversity loss, prompts individuals and organizations to consider the long-term consequences of their actions. Cultural values and beliefs, economic hardship, and political systems also play crucial roles in shaping environmental decisions. Different cultures may prioritize environmental protection differently based on their values, and economic and political context can influence decisions that may overlook ethical implications. Alarming reality: a poor water resource management contributes to this issue. Climate change and human actions are increasingly depriving family of the right to safe water and sanitation. Water scarcity restricts access to safe drinking water and proper hygiene at home and in healthcare facilities. In this case, in water resource management, it is crucial to recognize the cultural significance of water for farming communities and urban residents. Environmental stewardship should be promoted to protect natural water resources, and prioritization framework should be developed to allocate water based on urgency. Given the reality that many of the children in certain community are malnourished or experiencing poverty, since they don't have a reliable source of water which contribute to their poor sanitary environment. It is important to monitor water usage and ability and make flexible adjustment as conditions change. Another one, a coastal city is facing the threat of rising sea levels due to the climate change, which is putting its infrastructure at risk and causing the displacement of residents. A multinational corporation in the area is confronted with the decision of either maintaining its current operations, contributing to greenhouse gas emissions, or investing in sustainable practices, even if it leads to short-term financial losses. In this case, ecological restoration investment is essential for repairing ecosystems harmed by corporate operations and meeting our ethical responsibility to both the environment and cultural well-being. Developing a corporate environment that prioritizes sustainability and recognizes the role in climate change and the potential dangers to coastal cities. Openness about environmental impact and sustainability initiative is crucial for establishing credibility and showing responsibility to stakeholders for a healthy environment.